Though that kind of depends on how many infantry I actually have left standing. I have quite a few infantry. We're good, we're good. So, mercenaries, go home. And here as well. Once you move there. Mercenaries. Whoops. You lot, go here. And you lot, disband. Right, so I'm not paying the mercenaries anymore. I don't need to pay their upkeep nor for their reinforcement. I can merge these two armies together, although we do still have 22,000 men. And I'm Mamluks, so the cavalry ratio is like 80% instead of the usual 50. Plus I have the Age of Discovery cavalry ratio. So my armies can be very, very cavalry-centric, is basically what I'm trying to say here. Right, Sayyid Bey is definitely my better commander. So he's going to stay in charge. And we're going to go down there and spank these guys. Lovely. And we're getting another revolt. So yeah, we're going to be... Oh. Dealing with a lot of uprisings. One thing which I'm tempted to do, just to give myself a bit of breathing room here, is that 90%. How strong is it? Yeah, 16k. I'm going to harsh treatment you. Back off! And also, war exhaustion. Nope, because that costs Diplo. I'm not touching Diplo. I'm at peace. I can now say to you, would you like to be a vassal? I need to improve relations with you again. And Hejaz were the ones I was going to try and annex, and I'm going to do that right now. Good. So we have a couple of things going on now. Couldn't I have released a nation from the Ottomans? Possibly, but I also kind of wanted these southern lands because I know they're quite profitable. And most importantly, I wanted to release these back to my vassal. To make Dulkadir a little bit stronger and put some more threats on the Ottoman border. I mean, taking 6 provinces from them is not something to just sniff at. I'm 7 Diplo slots over. I need to be very wary about that. That's a problem. And I've lost an advisor. I would like a new advisor, but they need to be Egyptian, so it's going to be the morale of armies. Perfect. So you can see here with the gold star, that's Egyptian. If it's a silver star, then they're accepted. And if it's no star, then they are not accepted. So I'm going to take my 25% discount. Here's a level 1 to level 2, so that is going to be a fair bit cheaper than my previous one. That's all good. I'm suffering some serious taxing upkeep losses. It's really annoying. And also the Alima are still upset. No, we'll just keep you as is. I mean, hopefully I can eventually have my armies on 0 maintenance and survive. Hejaz has that. Yeah, we can recall you. And Hungary was trying to embargo me for a couple of seconds, apparently. We won that fight. Let's go and deal with these actual armies. It would be nice if my rebels would go and retake this land, but apparently they're not. Anyone got some tips for the Holland to Netherlands run? Yes, absolutely. Trade. Trade is your friend. Am I going to core that land? Yeah, I just totally forgot to do that. That's totally a thing. Oh, actually, no. I'm going to wait for war exhaustion to reduce. And also, you still can't really be converted. Never mind. I am going to need to get mysticism at some point so that I can actually start converting some of this territory. That's my corruption doing. Corruption's still okay. Squishy, squish, squish, squish. Let's actually go up to speed 4. Do I want to throw myself crazily at you? I kind of do. It is a siege. I should have an advantage. You outnumber me by 5,000. I have a very good general. You have no general. I have my amazing cavalry forces. We are not at 80% or less, somehow. In fact, most of my army is cavalry at this stage, although they are not drilled. They have no longer got any of their bonuses. They're not quite as elite. But we are still Mamluks. And apparently we have tons more morale than you. Yeah, this was an excellent decision. Squish. Alright then, let's go and retake these. I'm going to split you in half and have half of you come in this way. And half of you, under the leadership of that guy, to go and retake that. Okay, good. Influence of Fazan is expired. Yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. Expand. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking to me saying expand in North Germany if you can. I'm like, I'm the Mamluks, but no, that was for the Dutch advice. Can I form Rum? No, I can only form Arabia and Egypt. Arabia would be the nearest, although I would need to actually grab all of this territory and not just have it as vassals. Or form Egypt, although it says ex-Mamluks government is Mamluk government. My government is Mamluk government, so I suspect that's a bug. Bearing in mind that this is a preview, so bugs are likely to exist. And they will be in the crunch period right now trying to fix everything. So expect some niggling weirdness, like the Timurids. Yes, I was getting upset about my experiences with the Timurids, but it's kind of to be expected. So don't read too much in that. Our coast has been raided. Damn the knights! I mean, renewed another loan. We're going to get another uprising. How big an uprising? Why doesn't it say in this panel how big they'll be? So this is the Mordred Bardi. That's these guys. 16,000. I can deal with 16,000. Although that would be right here. And then the other thing that I could potentially do is start actually abusing some of these rebellions to increase autonomy. Or decrease autonomy. Because we have a lot of provinces with a lot of autonomy. Bloody hell. Actually, without more access to troops, I'm a little bit reticent to do that. So no, we're not going to. You guys can head up here because I want you merged together. Amirs demand stricter sumptuary laws. Expensive clothes, great banquets and impressive palaces are some of the most visible symbols of the Amirs, but the degree to which one family has money to spend on such things can vary greatly. In some cases, the merchant guilds of our country are able to spend just as lavishly, if not more so, than the average noble. While there are some old rules and traditions restricting such things for those of less noble birth, those are hard to enforce efficiently. This is unacceptable to the powerful Amirs of our country, who are now demanding that we update our laws on what an outsider can and cannot wear. They now suggest a number of heavy fines for anyone trying to rise visibly above their betters. So if we obey them, the Amirs get more influence. No, we can never give the Amirs influence. Their base influence is 75. If it goes over 80, then we risk a Amir uprising. And considering that would be almost impossible to lower, we're always going to have to deny them. Always. They're down to 7 loyalty. Wow, they absolutely hate my guts. Oh well. Admin can go up. Is there any reason not to do this? I don't think so. Because I want the production efficiency. Give me more money! Also more ideas. Interesting. Okay, so ideas. This probably needs to be military. I really want to take diplomatic ideas, but we're never going to have the points for anything diplomatic for the foreseeable future. So what I'm thinking at the moment is aristocratic. It makes cavalry cheaper, gives them more cavalry combat ability as well. Military tech cost goes down, we get more autonomy, more absolutism, more manpower, tradition decay, diplomat, which would also be really useful. More mercenaries, less so, and the Amirs more loyal. Actually, Amir loyalty would be a nice one, just because I can never adhere to their wishes. So yes, I think aristocratic would go extremely well. And in terms of policies, that combining with economic ideas gives us national taxes and legitimacy. Combined with, what else am I likely to grab? Trade would be merchants and power abroad, also good. With admin, relations and aggressive expansion, with innovative production efficiency. Yeah, I think aristocratic would do lovely with us. Because remember, we are extremely cavalry focused. And then we are way ahead of time, so we can go and grab that straight away. So we now have plus 20% cavalry bonus to our cavalry. Very strong. Marvellous. Religious at some point, I will definitely take religious. I just don't want 2 admin ideas at the same time. Alright, so that siege is not going to last that much longer, which is good. Are you getting any happier? Nope. So we're definitely going to be suffering some uprising very, very soon. Secrets in our alliance. Ambassadors and diplomatic envoys often double as spies, or at least informants who go beyond their duties to gather information in the country where they are supposed to do honest negotiations. This makes it less than surprising that an ambassador here in Cairo has been suspected of involvement in espionage. The challenge now lies in tactfully handling this discovery, since only a thorough cross-examination could ascertain guilt. have some free spy network. That seems like the most pointless event. So I give them something which is completely pointless for an ally, or suffer penalties. Alright, I'll give them the completely pointless thing for an ally to have. Are my horses replaced with camels? Yes, yes they are. Like, the new unit models for this are pretty cool, I have to say. And yet, this is entirely about now paying back loans and manpower. Like, we've gained quite a lot of power, but we lost a lot in terms of stability. Once we are up and running again, the Mamluks are freaking strong. But that will take a little bit of time to do. We do have 21,000 men, so if we do have a 16,000 uprising, I'm not that concerned. Sara Malefico, is that down here? Yeah, it's right there. So we're going to start shifting our forces down to that area right now, so that we are in a position to go and slap them back into their proper place when that happens. I would really like to start drilling my forces again, because I'm going to assume that my professionalism is way down. Actually, no, it's not. Is professionalism just a standard? Like, it just stays? Because that's interesting. Like, if you have no professionalism, then mercenaries are cheaper. Right, it's only recruiting mercenaries that reduces professionalism. So my army, despite not being drilled, is actually still pretty damn professional. Which means I do extra shock damage and land fire damage. And also more siege ability, which is interesting. However, the number of mercenaries and the mercenary cost has gone... Well, the number available are down and the cost has gone up. And there is that uprising. And we've engaged them straight away. Fantastic. Let's go and kill them. That wasn't even the big one. The glory of our capital has been neglected. We now have an opportunity to improve the city and make it a beacon of cultural pride. This may prove costly, but there is an alternative solution. So we can use manpower, which we don't currently have, or we can spend money, which we also don't really have. I'm going to spend the non-existent manpower. Ajam is fighting a war. This is what I was kind of hoping wouldn't happen. So we will be fighting against Karakanulu, Bitlis, Karabakh, Karakanulu. I mean, this is against Ajam, and Ajam are extremely wealthy. So they should have a pretty strong army. Let's actually have a comparison here. So in terms of total forces fielded, Karakanulu have 21,000. I outnumber them as it is. Where's Ajam? Oh dear, I'm going quite a long way down. 13,000. So I would be fitting most of this. Bitlis. There's Gilan, which are an Ajam ally. Karabakh, that's the Akaral, and there's Bitlis. Then who's the other one? Mazdaran, Hisn Kafia. Mazdaran's there. Not sure where Hisn Kafia is. I'm going to say accept because I don't want to lose them as an ally. But I'm not exactly sure how much I'm going to be able to contribute here. So we're beating off the rebels. I still want to stay here and deal with the rebels more than actually fight Karakanulu. Like, if they attack me in any serious way, then I'll be very upset. But if they kind of leave me alone, then I will leave them alone. Fire in Medina! In 1481, a serious fire struck the Mosque of the Prophet in Medina. The Sultan spent a lot of effort to extensively renew it to its full splendour. So we can spend admin to gain legitimacy or lose legitimacy. I will spend a little bit of admin. It's not a huge amount. Thankfully, it wasn't money. When it says, like, the Sultan spent lavishly, I was like, no, he didn't. He absolutely did not. One good thing about this is I can now raise war taxes again. Good. And there is the next uprising down here. As expected. Though I think I will merge you guys together. Sayyid Bey is still my best commander. Yes, he is. Shift consolidate. Right, now I'm suffering under the cavalry. Too many. Man, they took that quickly. I have a lot of loans. I have far too many loans. Now I'm suffering that penalty again. Just hurry up and kill him. Thank you. Right. Is there a way of me getting more manpower? Racking my brains. And no, I'm not going to get rid of development for manpower. That seems like a terrible payoff. Trade-off. Whatever. Actually, we should... Yeah, we're almost back up with this. And we'll get another 9,000. We get 7 culture progress a year. And we need 15, so 3 years. We're going to be sitting at 99. That's going to be so frustrating. Unfortunately, I don't think that anyone else gives us manpower. I'll take you. Yeah, we can't take manpower from you. Actually, the Dhimmi might. Recruit from the Dhimmi, 4,000 manpower. They need to have at least 40 influence. Yeah, they are a long way away from having that, so never mind then. You could reduce professionalism for manpower. That is very true. I had totally forgotten that was a thing. How do I do it? Here. Slacken recruiting standards. Reduce army professionalism by 5 and gain 8,000 manpower. Boom. Thank you very much. I knew there was another way. I was like, I'm sure there's another way. Well played. Well played. Alright, so improve relations with Najd is done. They can now... No, I'm at war again. Son of a bitch. So I can't make them friendly. It actually kind of looks like you guys are going to be just fine. Especially if you're using mercenaries. Like I said, Ajam is fabulously wealthy. Like the amount of really, really nice trade... Look at all that silk. Just look at that silk. It's basically just a country of silk and cloth. And gems. Like, they're just going to be like, yeah, money, not a problem. We got this. And then Karakanulu in comparison is like, well, there's a bit of wine in the north, I guess, but wool, cloth, cotton, grain. There's a bit of spices. But, yeah, Ajam, so wealthy. Let's merge you two together. Austria has accepted peace with Lucca. Okay. Fortunately, we're still suffering that. Thingy over Najd? No. I mean, beating their armies once or twice would help, but I really need to deal with my own uprisings. Issel and Caesarea are going to rise up next, so we need to head over there. Plunder Karakanulu. True. Oh, and I can do a new ability. Haha. Aggressive expansion impact, minus 10%. Transfer subject, not really relevant. War taxes cost, reduced. Combat of terrain of capital. Hang on. Farmland. Cairo is farmland. How much farmland is there around here? Not a huge amount, actually. I mean, around the Nile Delta, there's loads. But actual farmland, no. There's some here. So, no, that's not going to be very helpful. We don't do colonies. War taxes are the one I'm kind of leaning towards here. Or the aggressive expansion. I'm going to take the aggressive expansion, actually. Blink. I mean, war taxes aren't that expensive. Friesland as farmland. I'm sure it does. Not really relevant to my interests right now, though. Okay, so the armies are definitely recovering quite well. Do I want to do a shift for consolidate? I do, because we're now out of manpower. And I want what divisions I have, sorry, what regiments I have actually fighting properly. That seems like a whole lot of your problem. Oh. Get your people in order. Jeez. Squish, squish, squish. There's Kaisarai. Which I'm pretty much adjacent to, so we're all good. And that's the last of the uprisings for a little bit of time. Just a little bit of time, though. Right, when's the next one, and how big is it? Mamlukian noble rebels. 34,000! Ouch! And they're nobles, which means they're actually going to have a pretty strong army. I think I need to harsh treatment you. 200. I'm already annexing a vassal. You can't really annex more than one vassal unless you have influence ideas, which I don't. Right. Where is this going to happen? Most likely. I mean, one other thing I could do, actually, is just increase autonomy in all the places that are likely to rise up. Just so I don't have to deal with this. Autonomy will reduce over time. And that's going to help me with a lot of things. It's going to reduce the amount of money I'm making, but I'm not going to have rebel problems anymore. They just disappear. The exception of these two. But I'm okay with that. So at that point, I'm going to reduce my maintenance. I'm here for moral support, guys. Like, you got this. I mean, actually, I could completely sway that. If I can even get there, I can. No, I'm going to let you guys kill each other, and then if you really need me after that time, I'll come and assist. I will continue boosting you. And I am now making money, albeit not much. Do I want to continue drilling my cavalry, though? No, I don't think I do. I could also take corruption. No. I think I just need to just sit back and let things recover for a time. Also, I just noticed my interest is through the roof. So we could get military traditions, which reduces army cost. That's really cheap. 360 military. Nice. And we are still well ahead of time, so I see no real reason not to do this. Especially while we have the bonus modifiers. And we are 1 away from the +1 yearly prestige, which would be very nice. Corruption gives unrest too. True. And my friends with Shamar. They're my vassal. Also, I still need to core stuff. How is my war exhaustion? It's still going up. Alright, theologians were invited to our country have come to greatly enrich local religious scholarship. They have left their mark upon our country and inspired a new generation of Illuma. So, I need them all in Al-Qahira, which gives more legalism. And it also gives us a new theologian, which is a national unrest reduction. Though it doesn't say what religion he is. We get less legalism. No, same legalism and admin power. I mean, the unrest would be nice, but I've just dealt with the unrest by autonomying. So I'm going to take the admin. I really don't want to spend Diplo points on reducing war exhaustion, because I'm 7 over my Diplo slots right now, so I'm losing 7 Diplo points a month. So these are super duper valuable. In fact, I'm gaining 0 right now. What am I getting? Right, because I'm annexing someone. So no, Diplo super duper important currently. Not going to be spending that. How are we doing in this war? They outnumber you quite significantly. You've lost every single battle so far. Oh no, you won one. But you're still fighting back. You're still eroding their powers. My minions are going to engage them. Of course, my vassals are fighting. Except you're currently trying to siege down my vassal. That is not acceptable. Sorry, but I can't let you do that. I'm sorry, Karabakh. I'm afraid I can't let you do this. You might need to help Ajam. National Focus Diplo. Well, I still want the other stuff. Like, Diplo is not massively important to me because I'm pretty sure I can catch up later. Plus, I'm not taking Diplo ideas. Alright, you've run away. That's probably wise. Probably. Do I really want to go and fight them, or do I want to go and bail your asses out? I think I want to just go and bail your asses out. Why am I able to literally go over one of their forts? Ah, fort pathfinding AI is terrible. They've completely destroyed the fort system again. One of our advisors, my advisor, while having been a faithful servant so far, now seems to have grown too insolent. The advisor dares denounce our great sultan's policies, and recently did so in public in front of foreign ambassadors. Even if there are some grounds for these criticisms, we shouldn't let open criticism of the sultan become a habit for anyone. But it was a good point, so he gained 33% chance of gaining a bunch of things for prestige, or he dies. I don't mind criticism. Criticism, properly applied, can be useful. Right, their armies are on the move. That is... Oh, that's your capital and you've lost it. Yeah, I need to be really careful in this area because of so many mountains. I do not want to lose more men than I absolutely have to. Thankfully that's in the dry land, so I don't mind sieging it down. Yeah, good luck if you want to attack me. My army much stronger than your army. Oh wow, that's a big army though. So you better stay nearby, buddy. Like, if I lose a battle, I'm out. I'm done. Oh, and then an advisor dies anyway. So I should have gone for the philosopher. Missionary strength bonus. But he's not Egyptian. He is, but he's too expensive. Alright. So. Missionaries. Let's start doing some work, shall we? You don't need to repeat yourself, Emperor Gabriel, I saw you. I decided not to because I still want to get other things going. Like I said, Diplo isn't that important to me. Yes, I would like to renew taxes. Haha, because still having problems. You're attacking up here. I'm going to go and help you. Not sure we're going to get there in time, but there are a lot of us. No, we're not going to get there in time. The poor of Halab. As cities grow, the old amenities and walls that once supported them in Halab, this has been, over time, led to change. Less clean workshops such as those of tanners have moved beyond the city walls, as have the cemeteries. Most visible, however, is the increasing number of poor in the streets, as existing charities have not been able to keep up with the rapid growth of the city. It has been suggested that we set aside more state property as waqf, charitable donations for the upkeep of public soup kitchens and bathhouses. So if we do that, then our local tax modifier in Halab goes down. Halab is one of our biggest areas, I think. So I'm not very likely to want to develop it. Yeah, it's already a 22 and it costs 69. I'm quite happy for you to increase the development cost. Surely local notables can afford charity out of their own pockets. That is grassland. I'm going to wait until they move like that, and then I'm going to attack. We can take out that. Oh no, we can't. That's still a siege. I really don't want to be sieging stuff, because I don't want to take the attrition, thanks. I'll hang around here, nearby. We'll go and sit in Tehran. Of course, cavalry out in the open. Sounds like a good plan. Mordred, the hard-hearted Viking, never cared for his citizens. You're going to attack me? Alright, I'll attack you. Of course, I know that these guys are still a ways away because of these mountains. There's no way that they can come and reinforce, and I could potentially go and kill these guys, in fact. Oh. I spoke way too soon. Flippin' hell. At least there's no terrain bonus, and we should outnumber them, especially with these guys coming in. You are locked. Yeah, we're in. Boom. This will be a great victory for all the good guys. Oh man, we are kicking their asses. Come on. Crack. Destroy them before... Damn. Reinforcements arrived. No! Why are you running? You utter arseholes. Right, I'm done. Enjoy your loss. Why are you... That's literally the opposite direction where I told you to run. Why are you running over to Afghanistan? Now home's this way, guys. Wrong way. What the hell? Alright, Aragon and Naples can declare war on us again. If you want to peace out, white peace, I will accept a white peace. Nope.